Welcome back to the best Dominion cards list. Sorry for the long break, I apologize. I hope that I can continue now more regularly, but let's jump right into the best cards costing 4. Rank number 11, Marauder from Dark Ages. Marauder is the best Dark Ages card, and it's also the card with the highest deviation in this list. It was voted 12 times above 90%, but also has a lot of low votes. Marauder is the Dark Ages variant of Sea Hag. The attack isn't that bad. Curses are worse than ruins, and of course curses on top of your deck are really nasty. But Marauder gives you spoils, which are very useful to get to a crucial 5 or even a gold. So ignoring Marauder can be devastating, but Sea Hag is still the better attack. Rank number 10, Bridge from Intrigue. Bridge is only one rank better than last time, but got a huge boost in points. Even the deviation is low. It was only voted 4 times below average and would be one rank higher in the unweighted ranking. Bridge is a very nice card. If you buy only one card, it's not more than a terminal silver. If you use both buys, it's a terminal gold for 4 coins. Pretty solid, but still not so exciting. But its power rises the more you can play in one turn. With 2 bridges and you use all 3 buys, they are worth 8 coins, so 4 coins per bridge. Its value increases quadratically. With n bridges you have n squared plus 2n coins if you use every buy. So if you manage to play 7 bridges and additional copper, you can buy all 8 provinces in one turn. The problem is still how to do that. You need enough actions and or enough drawing power. You definitely need supporters. With a 5 card hand of 2 king's courts and 3 bridges you can accomplish this easily. But also other cards like Tactician and Native Village are great supporters. If there aren't good supporters for free piling or mega turning, Bridge can be a trap card. But if there are cheap ancient components and you have enough actions available, Bridge can be still a very important card. Rank number 9, Bishop from Prosperity. Bishop lost a lot of points and 2 ranks, and also a lot of consensus. It was voted 6 times below average. It has a small lead of 0.2 percentage points over Bridge, but would be below Bridge in the unweighted ranking. Bishop is very strong, but the problem is the free trashing your opponent gets. So it's questionable as an opener and really depends on the board. What makes it strong? A trashed estate nets you already 1 point more without having it in your deck. You can also buy duchies and trash them for the same VP or provinces for 1 point less, but they aren't in your deck anymore, which is great. In other scenarios you can trash a gold late for additional 4 victory points. That's especially great if you get the gold for free through Horde, Tunnel or Market Square, which Bishop itself can activate, by the way. There is also a strategy called Golden Deck where you trash down to 4 cards, Bishop and 3 treasures which give at least 7 coins, then buy a province and trash it in the next turn, buying the next province, etc. etc. What gives you 5 victory points per turn guaranteed. With 4 bishops and 4 fortresses you get even 12 victory points per turn without having to buy provinces. But if you're building an engine, use the free trashing of your opponents and get the bishop later in the game. And discarding attacks like Militia really hurt Bishop too. Bishop Chapel is on 91 in the best openings list. Rank 8, Caravan from Seaside. Caravan is 2 ranks higher than last time and also has a way better rating. It was voted first once and got only 5 votes below average. Caravan is the worst laboratory because it has a delayed benefit and can miss the reshuffle, and therefore you cannot play that often. But still, a bigger hand size from a non-terminal card is great. Only big money decks don't necessarily profit from it, so almost all decks can need a Caravan. Getting all Caravans is still not key to win the game, but if you get them quick, e.g. from Talisman or Ironworks, this can really make a huge difference. So this is almost a must-buy for all good engines. And that a slightly weaker laboratory costs 4 and therefore is easy to pick up, makes it a great card. Caravan Ambassador on 7 is the second best Ambassador opening, and Caravan Masquerade on 23 the second best Masquerade opening. Only the respective tournament openings are better. Rank 7 Militia from the base set. Militia is one rank better than last year and has also a slightly better rating. It was voted only 3 times below average and 8 times above 90%. Militia is another card from the base set and it's the best in this list. Discarding attacks are really annoying and can really hurt some decks. It's great against decks with treasures, as the opponent mostly has to choose between buying a good card and discarding the treasure, or trash 1 or 2 cards and buy nothing. Militia is also a good opener, as it's also a terminal silver and stops your opponent getting to 5 or 6 early. And if you can play it each turn, this is great. So Militia Chapel is the 78th best opening. You can combo this with Council Room and Governor, and your opponent doesn't get the benefit of the additional card. Or play Militia and Masquerade afterwards, what really hurt. But there are situations when Militia isn't that strong, especially if there are curses on the board or if there are effective counters like Watchtower, Horse Traders, Library, Jack of all trades or Menagerie on the board. Rank number 6 Monument from Prosperity. We're making a bigger jump of 6.1 percentage points, and there's Monument. It's on the same rank and has nearly the same points as last time. It has a really big outlier on second last, 4 votes below average and 14 votes above 90%. You want to pick up Monument early in the game because the more you play it, the more it's worth it. It's good in quick games without good additional buys, where it can help you to force your opponent to a 5-3 province split to win the game. And it's good in decks where you can guarantee to play your Monument regularly. Monument Chapel is the 57th best opening. So one Monument is a great addition to a hunting party deck. Monument is also the only infinite VP generating card in the game. With a 5 card hand of 2 King's cards and 3 Monuments, you are guaranteed 9 victory points per turn. But as it's terminal, and when there are very good attacks on the board, then you have to ignore it. Rank number 5 Young Witch from Cornucopia. And we're making the next big jump of 7.8 percentage points to Young Witch. It's also on the same rank with a slightly better rating. It was voted first 3 times and it has only one bigger outlier, which was the only vote below average. Young Witch is a cursor which generally is very strong and only costs 4, so this is huge. But you are guaranteed that there is a mode-like Bane's card in the setup. If you would have bought this card either way, Young Witch is mostly not worth it and skippable, especially if the Bane is Lighthouse, defense now in hand and in play, or Scheme, which you can return and return and return. But with a weak Bane like Embargo, Young Witch is very strong as a cursor and has still the draw and discard filter advantage. This leads to one of the most fun synergies. Young Witch and Tunnel. Giving out curses and getting gold at the same time is great. Young Witch Tunnel is the 30th best opening. Rank number 4 Tournament from Cornucopia. Tournament is the second card from Cornucopia in a row and has a slight lead over Young Witch of 0.4 percentage points. It loses 1 rank in comparison to last year, but it got first 7 times. Many hate Treasure Map for being so luck-based. Tournament is also very luck-based, as you have to pair a province in a tournament. If you manage to do that, you get 1 of 5 prizes, which are so strong that Donald X didn't want to realize these ideas as normal cards. So Tournament is in fact a very good card. The prizes will be part of a different ranking, but how do you manage to get a tournament or province in a hand? It's the same as with Treasure Map. Either trash down to a few cards, e.g. with Chapel, get a big hand size, e.g. Tactician, or cycle through your deck with Sifters, e.g. Warehouse. Also there's the possibility to spam tournaments, which are at least non-terminal and good cards for themselves, at least until your opponent gets provinces. It's not surprising that Tournament has 3 spots in the top 10 openings, with Ambassador on rank 2, Chapel on rank 6, and Masquerade on rank 7. Rank number 3, Remake from Cornucopia. Another small lead of 0.5 percentage points, and it's the third card from Cornucopia in a row. Remake is one rank better than last year. It was voted first 3 times and also got only one vote below average. If you compare Remake to Chapel, it can only trash 2 cards at a time, but at the same time let you get 3 silvers in your deck. And if there are good 2-cost cards on the board, you can buy a good card for the last 2 coppers in your hand too. Remake is maybe after Chapel the fastest opening treasure in the game. You can get high quality decks really fast. Later it gets nearly as useless as Chapel, but even sometimes you could do cool tricks later, and also at that time this doesn't bother you too much. With Shelters and Poorhouse, the interaction changes a little bit and makes it a little bit weaker, but it's still a must-buy on many boards. Remake Menagerie is the best opening on 193. Rank number 2, Jack of all trades from Hinterlands. Jack of all trades is on the same rank and has nearly the same rating. It was voted first 12 times, but has still some low rankings. That's why the deviation is much lower than last time. Nobody saw that coming when Hinterlands came out. Jack of all trades seems so weak, but it isn't. It seems he does nothing good. He's slow in trashing, draws few cards, let you get a silver, and has a spy effect. But it's so strong because it's a very good counter against nearly all attacks. Just buy 2 Jack of all trades and you can skip the cursing attack while you're going for big money. Yes, it's boring, but effective. It's weaker in colony games because of the silver, and there are still situations where the thin deck with an obvious engine or a rush is stronger, but if you feel unsure, Jack of all trades is always a good buy, if you stick to it. It combos bad with most cards, but cards that decrease hand size like Warehouse, Fishing Village, Oasis, etc. are very neat. Fishing Village Jack of all trades and Warehouse Jack of all trades are on 81 and 82 respectively. Rank number 1, Sea Hag from Seaside. Yeah, Sea Hag is still the number 1, and it's even around 1 percentage point better. There is no doubt about its rank. 25 players voted it first and only 2 players voted it below 85%. It has therefore the third least deviation in this list. Sea Hag is the next cursor costing 4. It has a big first player advantage as you may discard your opponent's Sea Hag in turn 3, and because a curse goes on top of your deck, this hurts your opponent even more than all other curses in the game. At least if he hasn't any good counter, like trashing from the top of the deck like Lookout does. Sea Hag Lookout is also the 58th best opening and the second best Sea Hag opening overall. The biggest problem of Sea Hag is it hurts your opponent more, but it doesn't give you any benefit, like most of the other attacks do. So every Sea Hag later is a dead Sea Hag, if the curse pile is empty, and is basically a curse for itself too. And don't forget to build up your economy, as Sea Hag doesn't help you now to accomplish this. That may be the reason that Sea Hag Fool's Gold is the best Sea Hag opening on 14, because you get a lot of hands with 2 or 3 coins for more Fool's Gold, and with at least 2 Fool's Gold it's even better as silver. So thanks for watching. Finally the 4-cost list is over, and I hope to start the next list with the cards costing 5 soon. So see you until next time. Have fun. See you soon. Bye.